Welcome to the third season of the Nidd's Whitelist server.
Again, I suppose it's one of those things where if now that I've built it, if Mia doesn't like it, he'll fix it, as opposed to it just being left because it was temporary. If he thinks something's permanent and he doesn't like it, he'll just rebuild it straight away. Just wonder whether I should put some scaffolding.
I'm here.
Hello.
Who else is around? Can we do a roll call?
Can we do a what, sir? A roll call? At the moment, Mia's in bed. He's been in bed for about 4 or 5 hours now, so he'll probably be up in a bit. And Minty's here, but he's just gone. Sorry?
Sorry, I thought you'd stop the delay. What was I going to say? No, I've forgotten. I interrupted and I've forgotten. Mia. Was Mia going to take over and you sleep for a bit?
At least eat for a bit. I'm quite hungry. I'm waiting for Mia to wake up so I can get some food. Because I've got sandwiches made. It's just that... Zuranex says, hello, Boris. I just need someone to, keep the chatter going and stuff. Minty's here, but he's just popped over the road to the Bottle-O, if that's the right, if I got that right.
Off license.
Yeah. And who else we got? Nordic's been and was on. Well, you were here when he was here. He went.
Spider-Man just woke up.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
So I think
I've got to wait.
And I think Nordic has probably just gone to sleep.
Yeah.
Zuranex is in chat. He was in chat late on last night, and he's been to bed and he's woken up again and come and joined us again. Who else have we got? We've had Worn Out Welcome's been. Oh, we've still got some of our old favourites like Parl 7 and Eben Knox are here. Got a couple of new ones. Twisted X 992, who knows enough to know that when he saw a crash ship, said, "Did Boris drive it last?" He was looking at the wreck of the space butt. And I've been doing some. I've spent the past while just doing some sort of finicky bits around New Vegas, like moving the med bay so that you don't spawn in thin air anymore, and removing the tube that was in front of the door so that Mia won't complain about that anymore. But given him...
Will the medbay drop be replaced as soon as Mia sees that?
Quite possibly, because I have where I've resited the medbay, he may well just drill away the floor that's underneath it, because the floor that I've put in means that it's no longer symmetrical. So I expect something to happen. I'm not sure exactly what. But I think I'll park this. I'm starting to just make a few better parking spots. Mia's sort of expanded New Vegas so that his part of the structure is now covering my parking spots. So it's become quite a tight squeeze to be able to find somewhere to sit a ship. So I think I need to make some more places where we can just park the ships up.
Did you just start doing something more intensive, or is this server seems to be me?
I'm right click running.
Hello.
Hello again. Yeah.
Hello.
Just stopped. Right. Ship.
I'm just placing blocks.
Server speeds. Oh, it's gone right then. I'm not even right.
Mm. Oh gosh, it has, hasn't it? I haven't actually felt it. Twisted X992 is trying to design a planetary mining rover, which is quite difficult.
Yes, that's very difficult.
The only one that I had any success with, which was quite funny to watch, was one I had on the bottom just drills that pointed down. Mm-hmm. So I would pick the spot that I wanted, and then it would just drop straight into the ground.
Yeah.
And then I had ones on the front as well.
Forwards.
Yeah, so I just drove around, tunneled around, got the stuff that I wanted. And then on the back, I had them staggered so that it would drill at an angle. So the ones at the top were further forward than the ones at the bottom. That angle, if I drove backwards, would then angle up so that I could tunnel back up and get back to the surface whenever I reversed. It was the only one that actually did what it was supposed to, but it was slow and not as good as just using a ship.
Yeah. I haven't found it.
It was funny to watch, though, which was the entire reason I did it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many more months are going to go by before we eventually all meet up in the one spot.
Yeah.
I think that was the original plan, was to fairly quickly meet up, but we all got sidetracked with our own things.
Indeed.
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I think well, actually, I don't know about me, but my original distraction was when the drilling bug happened and we couldn't drill uranium on asteroids, so we had to come to the mean because that was where we could get uranium. And it's tonight I finally got uranium. All this time I've still been on my mission.
How much? Enough to last?
Oh yeah.
The same amount of time again?
Yeah. Still didn't get the sort of millions, but got maybe 200,000 units.
I'm glad I got as much as I did the first time round.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we would have been in trouble. That's all I did for a while. I was watching. I can't remember what series, but it was one of our series on something.
Yeah.
And I watched all. I think there was 23 videos at that time. I really wish I could remember which one. But I watched all 23 videos, and pretty much the entire time I was mining that I watched them.
Wow.
Wow. That is a lot of...
That's a lot of mining.
It was with a fairly small ship, though, so it was a lot of mining for not much benefit.
Right.
Okay. Off. Server speed still bouncing around a little bit.
At least now they're disconnected, so we won't feel the server sim speed unless we try to go fast. That did happen once I turned on my magic iron machine, though.
Yes.
I turned it back off, but it seems as soon as I turn it on, it just forever scars the server sim speed until I'm gone again.
Yeah.
These seams that appear when say if you grind away the middle of a steel block platform and then replace the blocks, you get the seams along the side. They disappear when you log back in, don't? I've noticed that.
I don't know.
Sometimes.
One time I did it, they kept coming. They kept appearing in different patterns every time I logged in.
Oh, that's new. Oh, that's not something I've experienced myself.
Usually I just colour over them and they're fine.
Oh wow. Zoronex has just put a link to a screenshot of his ship in chat. He's got an enormous cargo ship. Looks very spectacular.
Oh, that is large. Floating city. Had a few viewers of the stream that stuck around for a long time, Sal.
Oh yeah. Like Zoronex has been to bed and woken up and come back again.
You'd hope they're doing something else at the same time and not just staring at the screen.
That they're podcasting or something. They're listening to us as though we were a podcast.
Hey, that's a fun game. What else are you doing?
Yeah, true. Well, I know a few of them are playing Space Engineers. Okay.
Well, you two are both here, and before Spider-Man comes on, do you mind keeping chat entertained while I just go and get a sandwich? I'm starving.
Yes, definitely. I won't do anything wrong.
And while Sal does that, Boris, would you mind filling in my spot whilst I go and pour myself a glass of wine?
But no one responds to me.
This is your big chance. It's your big chance.
I'll just be ignored.
Well, you go get your wine, Minty. I'll hang on till you come back.
All right.
And remind me to get back into a ship when I do. I think I'll do another little pod like that at the end of each of these, so that there's always somewhere where we can just stick a ship.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
You got your wine?
Got my wine.
Very good. I'll just go jump into the cockpit of a ship and
fly to your kitchen.
tell you what I will do. I'll just make sure that there's a bit more of an interesting view. What have we got to look at? There's the eclipse. Well, I'll at least leave it there. Alright, I'm going to get a bite to eat. I'll be back in sort of 5 minutes. Sort of that sort of time scale. Alright.
Oh, bye.
I'm just running experiments.
What are you doing now?
Just trying to work out what's possible and what's not.
In relation
and
to...
essentially all I'm coming to is it's all not possible. I'm trying to make a hangar with a fancy door system.
Yeah,
I'm trying to have a movable block. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're doing the same thing as me.
Movable doors that lock down and stick to be that. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Make a door that will then stick to the grid that it's attached to via a rotor, so that way it's not a separate grid.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense. Merge what's on a rotor back to the grid that the rotor's on.
Yes, all right, yes.
Doesn't seem to be...
Doesn't seem to work.
And that's possible, but I'm trying to find a workaround to it. So that way I could have a door that's like a rotor door without the airtight hangar doors, and still lock it all down and pressurize it, and not have anything on a rotor that will explode. But I can't find a way to work around all of it. There's a lot of things that need to go right, and none of them are.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a door 12 by 17, but it's perfect height to use these larger hangar door sides, but unfortunately tracked, still 2 blocks taken up by those doors. Don't have my...
I think you just cut out then.
With some vital information that makes my story nonsensical. Yeah, so if I put the extendable hangar doors on rotors, then I can open the doors and then move the 2 block minimum of the hangar door away. But then I don't know, actually. Those extendable hangar doors in a row are all attached to one surface. What about a sliding door? Out piston.
A sliding door without pistons.
Yeah. Have to be some kind of...
The only...
It would need to be cogs, essentially.
Either gears or a non-in-game piston using rotors. The old style pistons. But then you still have rotor on rotor on rotor.
Yeah, and that's... Might get away.
You could lock them all.
Yeah, that's true.
When not being used, and make sure that they're just going very slowly.
Yeah, because I'm not going to use it that much. It's storage shed.
The only problem with that is that you need a lot of room for the mechanism, the crank, and